We're live.
Good, good. It's nice to know that I'm alive. All right, so hi, and welcome to our video today where we have a look at a house in Hadley, Pennsylvania. The address here, if you want to follow along, is 1312, that's 1312 Petersburg Road. And again, it's located in Hadley, Pennsylvania. This is a single family home that is in foreclosure, just in case that matters to our viewing audience. It is in foreclosure, and the amount that that's been, I guess, sold at or at they're asking for is $56,000. It's a one bedroom, one bath, 680 square feet. Dang, that's a bit on the smallish side compared to what we usually look for. It's on a 4 acre lot, and it's got a 2 car garage, and it was built in 1944. Wow, the year before World War II ended.
Wow.
So much history. Anyway, if you all are new here, you viewers, my name is Roger. I'm here with my co-host Tagg, and apparently today we've got a co-host. That is Bama, one of Tagg's Shih Tzus. Anyway, this is our YouTube channel. We created this to focus on finding and sharing with our YouTube viewers affordable housing solutions for everyday people. With a little elbow grease and a big vision, your dream home is totally within reach. If you were willing to put in the work and bring your creativity, before you know it, you'll be kicking back in a place that's truly yours. And your dream home isn't just a wish, it's a DIY away. Anyway, we've got 15 photos on the realtor.com website. I did skip one of the stats about the house because I commented about the size of the house, the square footage. The house itself is a bit on the smallish side compared to what we usually see, but the lot, it's on 4 acres. That is cool. I was trying to think of something else to describe it as that did not include a swear word, and I was struggling there. But a 4 acre lot is pretty awesome. Anyway, I'm going to hand it off to Tagg to bring us into the pictures of the house, and we're going to do with this review. I'll shut up.
Okay. I think this home is super cute, at least the outside of it. I do like the fact that it has a front porch. That's always a plus. More outdoor living space. Now, I am a little concerned about the price point until Roger said that it's on 4 acres. So I know I have enough room to expand. For 682 square feet, I can't remember the exact measurement. I clicked off that page.
680.
680. Okay.
Yeah.
56. What's the price on it? 56.
56,000.
56,000 is just a little pricey for me. But now that I know that you get 4 acres of land with this is pretty good. Of course, when you go to make an offer, it really doesn't have to be the asking price, even though it is under, 100,000. However, you do want to factor in the land around it. So I think the home and the garage is probably the same size.
Well, I can
So,
see two doors there on the left in this photo of the front of the house.
yeah.
Your average 2 car garage, at least, attached one, is something in the neighborhood of 400 to 450 or so square feet. I think 440 is actually it, because it's generally like 20 by 22,
Mhm.
21 by, something along that line. So you end up with something in the order of just under 450 square feet typically.
Yeah.
for a two-car garage. Pardon me.
Yeah. So I wonder if this is part of the garage. We don't know what this room is. Oh, sorry for the robocalls. It's starting already. Yesterday I had 62.
Oh my gosh.
I know. It's ridiculous. I'm now starting to merge the calls together because they come in at the same time. It makes it a funny conversation, when two um, telemarketers are talking to each other, thinking that they're talking to me. But, you know, that's whatever. So, um, this home seems like it's really, really interesting. And I really hope the pictures do it justice because I'm looking for a story here. I do like the fact that the driveway is completely paved, instead of it just being um, ground and with
Gravel.
rocks and gravel. Yes, because it helps keep some of the elements and debris outside. And with this home being 680 square feet, you know, small spaces tend to get cluttered very quickly. Um, but this is large enough to create another dwelling on it. You can even connect this probably and create the more of a square footage to your home in the back. Oh, wow. Okay, so those need to be replaced if you decide to do something like that. Didn't know that there was a basement.
Looks like it, judging by those glass blocks window.
Yeah, so you might have some additional living space um, downstairs. Maybe, maybe not. But it looks like um, it looks as though it is doable to at least grow up and out and to the side, so for 56, what, how,
56,000.
56,000,
Yeah,
this is a diamond in a rough.
I
I'm gonna
agree. I
take,
think it's a great house.
yeah.
Of course,
Oh,
usually I've previewed the photos before I bring the address to us to review, but I didn't in this case. So I'm like
uh-huh.
you, I'm seeing it for the first time. So
Yeah. Yeah. Nice large front yard. I really like this. I really like this tree here as well. You have plenty of shade for the home itself, but yet you still have full sun for your garden if you choose to have a outside grocery store. All right, look at all that greenery around. Okay, you are off of a major road, it looks like, but it doesn't look like it's too busy. Look at all that field. Man, just open space. Look at that. Yeah, you don't have a lot of neighbors around for it to be a high traffic area. But I am concerned that the next door neighbor is so close. Let's see if we can take a look at that. That just seems like kind of odd to me. But you do have, land in between you guys. So, I mean, you're not stacked on top of each other, but this seems as though you would just make better usage of the front yard. Maybe this was all one property at one point and they sold part of it off. Who knows? It's none of our
yeah,
business. But, to wrap my head around it, I'm just look, thinking out loud. hmm I wonder what she's growing over here. I wish I can get closer. Okay. So moving on to the kitchen, let's see what we got here. And it looks as though, we need to update it a little bit. Um,
just a
it does,
little.
yeah, just a little. I mean, it does look like you can live in here. It doesn't look super gross that you wouldn't want to live in here and make the upgrades as you go. I know it's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but at least you're not paying a mortgage and rent or double mortgages in two different spaces, unless you got it like that, do whatever you want. But uh, yeah, this looks pretty decent to move in. Now, on the flip side of this, we don't know what's on the other side of the wall just yet. But you know me, I'm going to create an open kitchen because that's what I like. Any comments?
I was just going to agree with you. You do like to do that. Kitchens and bathrooms are your favorites, and your go-to is to remove a wall in one way or another to facilitate the kind of kitchen that you want to have.
Yeah,
I kind
well,
of like the floor. I assume it's vinyl, but I hope it's not damaged. I would actually try to continue using the floor because I like the look of that pattern. Like the upper cabinets, I'd pull those down probably and go ahead and put them into storeroom, garage space, work, whatever. I'd repurpose them and just redo the base cabinets and the upper cabinets in the kitchen as part of uh, how I would like to see the kitchen work in the house. When I moved into it. Anyway, excuse
okay, moving on to the
excuse me.
bathroom.
Back
Uh,
to you, Tagg.
Thank you. Cute little bathroom.
It
And
is, yeah.
it is little. I like the blonde floor. I like a lighter floor. Um, this is a foreclosure. It doesn't look like it is in that bad of a condition
It
to
doesn't. No.
live in it while you make your upgrades. Um, because the pictures are, short. I think I would take out this
What's
um,
probably a linen closet?
linen closet. Yeah, put in a double sink and repurpose the linen closet someplace else. It it looks as though there is a window over the toilet, but it's possible that the other side of the wall could house some shelving to take place of the linen closet. But if you put a double sink down here, you will have another cabinet at the bottom to put your things in and a medicine cabinet. So, I mean, there's
It's a
some
good
options.
idea.
Yeah, some options. Anything you'd like to add?
No, I'm liking that tub. That's a nice looking older tub.
Mm-hmm.
It it's attractive looking without actually being as functional as I would like a tub to be, if that makes sense. I like a tub to be a little deeper so that you can, you know, get the full soak from drawing a bath. It it may be long enough that you can extend fully, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Older ones typically are. It's only the newer, more modern tubs that are shorter that prevent you from doing that. But anyway, I like your idea as far as repurposing that closet into a longer vanity to give you two sinks. That's pretty. Another one of your creative, clever ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So we're going to move over to more photos. And this is a nice floor. Don't know much about the room, but it's a nice floor. Looks like the window is open. There's no curtains on the windows, so you can get an idea of what the sun exposure is in this room. Anything you'd like to add?
No, there's not much to go on here. We can see um, bits of two different doors and what it looks kind of like vinyl flooring, which we've seen mostly throughout the house.
Hmm.
Pretty generic looking baseboard. We really don't know what to make of the um, all of the walls because we only see the bottom half of two of them. But paint, maybe a baseboard replace or upgrade potentially, just because it looks kind of on the cheap side. And then the ceiling, we have to make a determination, not, there at the house while we're, having a look at it. This photo here gives me a chance to see more of what the trim around the window looks like. And that is definitely not your typical one in a lot of modern homes. Certainly not the most budget priced one that you'd find at the Home Depot or Lowe's store. I would definitely be trying to preserve that to have it just make the window itself look nicer. And if they're all like that, I'd be doing it with every one of them. Very nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll shut up now so you can talk about this other bedroom.
Other than it must have been like a 3 or 5-year-old who took these photos. I mean, I really can't tell what's going on with the room other than the flooring. So, of course, it's a foreclosure, and you get what you get as is. So, that there's work that needs to be needed. It's just we want to see in the pictures, kind of get an idea how much work that needs to be needed.
100% agree.
If you're going to need 2 dumpsters or 1, you're going to be taking it down to the studs, we just want to know these things. Look at this freezer. Wow.
It sounds like the start of your typical horror movie, right?
Yeah.
Locked chest freezer in the basement.
A little scary. I'm gonna say it's giving me a creepy vibe here, but you got a blank canvas. It's not that bad. Of course, you still need to get the home inspected and see what type of foundation issues you have in there and the condition of the roof. Electrical panel doesn't look that bad. You have some room on it to incorporate more power. Yeah.
And more power. A little
more power.
Home improvement show reference there. More power.
More power. Yeah. Yeah. That looks new,
Still, I
Still,
like they're showing us the HVAC and the power panel.
yeah,
That's something that's helpful.
it is. Hope it's under warranty. I can't really tell if this is like a water issue or oil, but once again, still get it checked out. Yeah, this looks much bigger than the house.
I don't know if you noticed, but when we saw the front of the garage, it had the 2 doors and then an additional side space that was almost as big as one of the doors. It's a large garage, and it may be closer to the house than I originally thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm definitely liking that.
Okay.
And that's it.
Yeah,
okay.
that it looks like that's it. So let's take a look at the map.
All right.
And see what kind of position.
This is where I talk usually, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So didn't really get a feel, I didn't, on the status of the roof, but a lot of times when homes are priced like this and so much lower than the median home price, frequently the roof is compromised and may need to be repaired or replaced. A lot of times of the 4 things that are high value or high cost systems in a home, the roof is generally the one most frequently, but electric, plumbing, and HVAC. And we saw indications that things don't look very bad with the electric because we saw the panel and we believe it's probably not the original one based on its layout. I don't think they were using that when the house was built in 1944. HVAC, also with them showing photos of it, I think that's an indicator that maybe there's been some upgrades to it from the original, so maybe you're not going to have huge expense there either, which really just leaves the potential for plumbing. Your supply lines in the walls, your drainage, drain into, I assume, because you're in a town here, to the local municipality sewer. Um, you won't know until you've had your inspection what, if anything, is required or needed there. So maybe because it is priced like this for the square footage that it's got, and the fact that it's got a 4-acre lot, there's some balance there. But maybe you're not going to have to do a great deal to allow yourself to move into it and live in it after buying it. Sometimes, these houses, when we look at them, you've got to do a considerable amount of repair before you can move into it and live in it. But this one, maybe not so much. Anyway, in closing, for me, my closing is I want to thank everybody that's viewing this video, and hopefully others that we've created. We wish you best of luck in your home search, and thank you for your time. I will be quiet now so that Tagg can make her closing comments, and we'll see you guys down the road. So thank you.
Yes, thank you for showing up today. And of course, if you have a home that you are looking to get the word out that you have for sale or for rent, even rentals, just add your comments. We would love to give you a shout out, help you out. At the end of the day, it's about people helping people. So we will catch you next video.